Hey, Pets First nationwide followers. So hey, thanks for watching that first part of the clip. It's a very important part of what we do, which is animal education. I know there are a handful of videos starting to go around these social media platforms. That video, the first part of this was very important. It's to demonstrate what we as owners look for, or as educators look for, when it comes to animals or dogs or really any kind of animal, right? It's how they react to situations. In this case, other canines. We want to gauge and make sure that we can safely house different dogs together based on gender or maturity, sexual maturity, things like that. So the first part of this little clip was to show you kind of, what to do and not to do. I understand there's a lot of videos going around currently with people antagonizing situations amongst other dogs or canines. How the person, us people, intervene in communication skills, which are a big part of dog behavior. Dog behavior is the communication amongst these guys are very, very important. What you do to stop the interaction or correct a behavior that we find unacceptable can actually cause a chain of reactions for these guys to create a different hierarchy amongst themselves, a different pecking order, a different correction method, right? To a certain extent, dogs need to be dogs. Now, let's give an example. When you take your dog to the dog park, okay, that's a situation where it's always a ticking time bomb. You're taking a random dog to a dog park with various other dogs that do not know a social hierarchy, do not know a pecking order, do not know their own pack mates, okay? And you're always shocking that mentality when you take these dogs to a dog park, okay? So let's say you take one dog to the dog park. There's the same 10 dogs every single time for the next 5 or 10 years. You're probably going to get the same reaction every single time. You're going to get them to recognize each other. You're going to get them to correct each other. You're going to get them to mesh with each other. Now, what happens is if you take your dog to a dog park for 10 years and there's 1,000 dogs that are different dogs they've never ever met every single day, you start to cause a mental issue with these dogs of, who do they trust? Who do they trust being around? People or other dogs, or sexual maturity, or things like that, right? So this first part of the clip was very important. I wanted to show you that when these guys feel like I am a new toy to them, I need to let them work this stuff out. If I jump in and start correcting Summer, which is the cream color one, if I start correcting her behavior, she's going to find it to where I'm the alpha, she's the next alpha, and then Shiloh and Falcon, whoever else is in here with her, she needs to feel the need to dominate them. These other two dogs are not to her mental status, or they're not to her level of excitement. So what happens is I put them at risk, because when I leave, what happens? If they don't like her behavior, they're going to correct her. Well, she may not allow that correction to happen, which can end up causing a fight to break out, a scuffle to break out. Well, Summer, being a higher 80 percentile wolf dog, Shiloh being a low 20s, Falcon being just at the 20s, it ends up causing them to either work themselves out, or Summer's mindset is, well, she has to get rid of the problem, right? That is something that you need to remember when you have dogs. Let the dogs work their own stuff out to an extent. If it is a non-stop altercation, then yes, step in the middle, find out what the problem was, find out what the trigger point was, and then move forward to help correct it. Okay? So I'm hoping this video shows you a little bit, kind of a brief, what to do in that type of situation, because I know we all run across it when we have multiple dogs. We all run across it, okay? But again, I want to help dispel these problems that we're having, because like I said, there's many videos right now circulating of, people antagonizing the situation, forcing animals in uncomfortable situations. And I want you as the viewer to really know that, hey, that's not what really goes on. What you're seeing is someone that is boosting their video for views, for comments, for interactions. Because remember, videos that get viewed a lot get paid from TikTok or social media. So you got to remember, this is all for clout, right? Chasing the clout, getting you to view, getting you to comment, getting you to interact. But here's the thing. If those people are doing that, they're not doing it for the benefit of the animal. They're doing it for the benefit of their own pocket, okay? So again, we encourage you to ask questions, get a feel for it, let us know what's going on. If you've got questions that we need to answer, by all means, let us know, okay? See, Summer's right back to herself, right? Okay. So as you can see, everybody is back to where they should be, where they're curious, they're happy. One thing to bring up dog behavior, ears that are relaxed, head that is tilted or lowered is a sign of calmness, okay? That's the things you need to look for. If your dog is overly excited, head's tilted forward, body posturing is really intense, that is a time where you may need to draw back your dog from the situation and let them relax, okay? It's a form of calmness, right? See, Daisy can be in here as well with them. They don't mess with her because she does not tolerate that stuff. She does not accept that type of behavior. All right? So again, stay tuned for more. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, Pets First Nationwide, either here or on Facebook or the web. And we look forward to seeing you next time.